Gamers of Reddit, what are the strangest things you've heard over an open mic? Several years ago I was doing a 40-person raid in World of Warcraft. Many people in the guild were from California. At the time I lived in Oakland. We hear one guy around Napa call out, "Whoa." Then a few seconds later I feel a pretty substantial earthquake and announce it over vent. A few seconds a couple people around San Jose chime in, they're surprised too. It was pretty cool to hear how the quake rippled south in real time. Not really strange as in creepy, but I was playing XGO match when a kid on my team yelled "Ha! Get f***ed" after getting a kill. Then our entire team hears him screaming, crying, and begging for forgiveness from his mother beating him for cussing that loud. Was getting full on cussed out by a kid easily around 5 or 6. He was literally saying "F*** you fucking c**t. I hope Satan rapes your ass and his spludge gets in your titty eyes, you stupid little s***er." So we started firing back at him with everything we had. We kind of made him cry. Then his mom gets on the mic and starts yelling at us. She's telling us how we are setting a bad example for her child and we shouldn't be using that kind of language around someone his age. So we went off on her too. Explained that her kid was being a sailor-mouthed little shit. She started yelling at us saying that her kid can do whatever he wants. So we said that if he's going to talk like an adult then he's going to have talked back to him like he's an adult. She gets even more pissed. This is the best f***ing part. I'm still laughing about this. The f***ing grandmother gets on the mic and starts spouting off to us. She's saying that her daughter is a fantastic mother and we need to leave them alone or she's going to call the police. We managed to piss a kid off so bad that we got yelled at by 3 generations of that family in the span of a few minutes. God, it was fantastic. Playing GTA 5 and some kid's dad comes in and starts telling the kid to go to his room. Kid refuses and dad gets a little yelly. Finally dad says, "Fine, you don't have to leave." Then yells, "Honey, he's not gonna leave." Then I hear the unmistakable sounds of a couple having very loud sex. I thought it was hilarious until I heard, "What the fuck are you looking at? Just play your game. Come on honey, suck my cock." I muted that right away. Kid would rather be in a room with his parents than quit GTA 5. Was playing League while talking to some guys over TeamSpeak. Dude says he'll be right back, but leaves his mic on. Out of nowhere, you hear him and his dad getting into a massive fight. When the fight was nearly over, we heard the dad scream, "And why does your room smell like shit?" And the kid replied, "'Cause I shit in it." Dude hasn't been back on that TS since. Was playing World of Tanks on Xbox 360, and this guy on my team, who was playing in a German tank, was blaring German military music from World War II over the mic. It wasn't strange, more so an out of the blue sort of thing. Back when MW2 was in its heyday, I joined a lobby that happened to have a bunch of Brits queued together. When teams were made they were all on one team and my team was all random Americans. One of us says, "Oh hey, it's funny how that happened," to which one of the Brits replies, "Shut up you fat American pig." By God, it was on at that point. It was American Revolution Part 2. Freedom rings twice. To their credit it was super close. But we wanted, no needed, to win so bad we became a fine-tuned machine and began dominating. By the last 10 seconds of the match we knew we won and began chanting USA 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 over and over. They tried to object, but our chants were too much and they left the lobby. I haven't found an experience like that ever again, but God, it was amazing. My girlfriend used to play WoW a lot and was playing with her guild, and during a break she started playing with her dog and baby talking to it. She accidentally hadn't muted her mic so her whole guild was listening, and they kept quiet and recorded it. The audio track was on the guild website for a while. Some friends and I were playing Call of Duty the day Bernie Mac died. We were talking about it, and a black guy on our team thought we were making it up. When we finally convinced him, he was quiet for a few seconds, then, in a very distraught tone, said, "Man, I gotta call my mama," and left the game. I was on a co-op mission on a World War II flight sim. There was around 16 of us playing, and one guy was pretty wasted. We were cruising along on the way to the target area when suddenly we started hearing snoring. Loud snoring. Some guys started yelling "wake up," but to no avail, and shortly after we hear a loud crashing and rattling over comms, followed by a son of a bitch. I'm f***ing bleeding. Guy passed out and smashed his head on the floor. Couldn't finish the mission cause we all were laughing so hard. There was a guy who got on the microphone while his friend was playing and told us okay time to get some culture you illiterate shits, and then proceeded to start reading the Brothers Karamazov out loud. Not too strange, but a guy I raid with has voice activation instead of push to talk, so occasionally we'll hear him talking to his wife or daughter. Some examples: where's the remote? I don't know. Love you baby. To which the whole guild responds in Rs, love you toos, and giggles. Was playing Dawn of War on TeamSpeak and this guy got in a loud, heated argument accusing his wife of having an affair because she walked in the door at like midnight. We were going to kick him from the channel, but it got really juicy. Then it got scary. Then it got sad. I think he was playing to distract himself. A few years ago, I was in a Rift guild with the Strangest California Desert Hicks. This couple lived in the hills outside San Diego on some big piece of property with their kids and the guy's parents. They were actually decent enough of players. He was an especially solid tank, but damn if they didn't interrupt raid for the craziest of reasons. One week it was kid with a broken arm. The next, the in-laws roof was on fire. The frequency and kind of incident were always enough to make the rest of us wildly speculate about what the hell kind of living situation these people had. The best time they interrupted raid: guys, we gotta take 20, the kangaroo is loose again. My raid group was pretty diverse. 2 guys from the Bronx, SP, myself and another from the UK and a few from Norway, Finland and 1 from Ukraine. We were pretty new to the game and hadn't cleared the final boss of a very tough raid yet, but we were coming close. One of the Bronx guys died straight away, lag issues constantly, but we'll never kick him, but proceeded to do a live freestyle rap about what each person was doing in the raid in lieu of a commentary. It was amazing. Wish we had recording software back then. Second was the Ukraine guy. Just signs onto TS one day and says war has broken out, I won't be on for the raid laughs. Signs out and repeats the same message in game to the guilders who weren't on TS. Kinda worried for a few weeks, but he eventually managed to contact one of us via our forum to say all was well, and he'd moved to a new or safer city with family while things die down. Can't wait for him to get back. His DPS was straight up demonic. A couple years back on PSN I believe I heard the last argument one couple ever had. Playing GTA 4, dicking around at the airport I overhear some lady scream I've been working all day and all you've been doing is playing that stupid game. It developed into a huge fight. They were screaming back and forth for at least 15 minutes until his mic went quiet and his account logged off. Not strange but caught me really off guard. A CS server I used to frequent, a guy canon voicer comes to say goodbye like a normal person would, but what he said was that he just finished chemo and that he would play during his treatments. Now that he wasn't getting chemo he wouldn't have that time to play anymore. It was a nice change to hear after the usual chatter. That'll always stick with me. I once happily overheard a friend of mine online answer the door for a delivery package. He had his PC set up in the living room apparently and kept his mic open. Why was this unique? Because after about 3 whole seconds I then got to happily overhear my friend's dog come crashing into the scene and valiantly defend his owner from this delivery man. Much swearing and panicking was heard. I was playing Halo 3 with my brother one time when someone on the other team was 1 kill for 18 deaths or something similar. He was running around and shooting at people occasionally but generally missing a lot and dying. Once the game is over we end up in the post-game lobby with one person on the other team swearing at the guy that went 118. We hear a strange rustling noise followed by a rather drowsy sounding Dude, what the f***? How do you die 18 times and only get 1 kill? Sorry dude, I fell asleep in the lobby. You were moving around. Well, it's only me and my cat here. So I used to join Black Ops 2 lobbies and talk in my deep bass voice. Had some guy ask me to call a phone number. For some reason he thought I wouldn't do it. I did it. His friends were laughing, but he was telling me to just hang up. Whoever the chick was that answered was pissed off. Like even before I called, who the f*** is this? And then some yelling that apparently picked up on the mic. That happened in the lobby. We get in game and the dude who told me to call just up and left. I kind of want to believe he got chewed out by his older sister or something because of me. Just to clarify though, I never said anything rude to her. I went in hello there, I was told to cap, then yelling and yelling, then she hung up. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. Let us know your thoughts on this topic. See you soon.